What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Ash Cakes. How y'all doing out there in cyber world? Well, Daphne, go over there and cut that light on the floor. Cut that light on for me. Thank you. So really, I wanted to get on here and talk about what I learned at church yesterday. You know, sometimes you already know things, but I don't know. It's like when you hear it a different way, it kind of really hits different. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, let me share this because I actually really, oh, my bad. I really got a lot out of it. Okay, so he spoke about the book of Jonah, which I actually just made a video about the book of Jonah. But this is what he referenced. He referenced when Jonah chose to go a different route than what God asked him to go. Because, you know, Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh and give them the prophetic word from God, because he didn't like them. He just really felt like, you know, they're not going to take it. Like, I'm wasting my time. Instead of him just listening to God, he wanted to go against the grain and do what he wanted to do. So, this is what happened. Even though he went a different route, in the route that he took, he got on a boat and he was just gonna go somewhere else. So even though he got on this boat, he got on a boat, and God still gained glory. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you how. When he got on that boat, a big storm came. God allowed a storm to come. And everybody was trying to figure out, you know, how to keep the boat from sinking. They were throwing stuff out of the boat. They were doing everything. And so they had called everybody up to the top of the boat, like, what's going on? Who's responsible for this? Like, where's this wind coming from? So they found Jonah sleeping at the bottom of the boat, brought him up to the top. Like, they was like, who is this God that you serve? Because this got to be you. And he was like, I'll plug it up in a second. He was like, I serve the God of all gods. I'm a Hebrew. I serve the God who created the sky, the land, everything. You know, I serve the ultimate God, you know. So they was like, well, you know, basically saying like, dude, you gotta go because you causing this storm and stuff, and so we gonna throw you out. So they threw him off the boat. But in him going another way, even though he didn't go the way that God wanted him to go, even with him going an opposite direction, God still gained glory. Because once they figured out who he was and what God he served, and how that storm and those winds stopped instantly when they threw Jonah off, they was like, oh, he must be the God. Like, we gotta get out now. I don't know the back end to that, but oh, he must be the man. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, God still got his glory from that, because people, you know, the people that were on the boat was like, okay, whoever this God of Hebrew is, like, he must be the man. So I'm pretty sure that caused them to be inquisitive about it. So they probably went seeking after that. So he still gained his glory. So basically the speaker was just saying, no matter what route or path you decide to take, God is still going to get his glory, willingly or unwillingly. So regardless, if you know how people say, well, I want to live my God-given purpose, I want to be in alignment with God. Now, you may not be doing what it is he set you on earth to do. But regardless, whatever path you choose to take, he's going to get his glory one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a person who's walking the street doing drugs, you may have a child that looks at you and say, you know what, I don't want to be like that when I grow up. So what can I do to not be like that? Let me get to know God. Maybe if I get to know God, then I won't be like that. So at the end, he still got his glory, because regardless, we're all his children at the end of the day. So regardless of what path you take, we're going to get his glory. And like he stated as well, you are not defined by the actions you take. We're defined. We were created in His image. We are His children. So the choices that we choose to make, we're not defined by the choices. You know, He gives us free will. We're like the guy said yesterday. We are put here to acknowledge Him, and let His glory be magnified. We're put here for that. That is our ultimate purpose. So regardless of whether you're doing it willingly or unwillingly, he will get His glory. He will get His glory regardless. So why not choose a path and be in alignment with Him, and and be able to gain the desires of your heart and just live a life of quality? Why not? Because He's gonna get His glory anyway, regardless. So also, it should make you feel good to know that He can use anybody to gain glory, to get His glory. It don't matter. And God is not a respecter of persons. He loves us all the same. You can't do anything more to make Him love you more. Remember that. You can't say, hey, look, God, I donated to this, that. I know you love me more than what you love them, because they throw all their money away. You can't make Him love you more. He loves you the same regardless. You do those things because it's right. It has nothing to do with how much He's gonna love you. Because I'm here to tell you, He's not a respecter of persons. He don't love nobody no more or less than what He loved the other person. You can have a pastor that's in the booth, pulpit preaching, and a person out here walking on the street. He's not gonna love that person more, and it's not to say He can't use this person walking on the street. He will use that person as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all His children. Our ultimate goal is to shine. Spread His word, give Him glory. Ultimate goal. So His will be done regardless of if we're willing to do it or if we're not. His will be done, and His will is for us to give Him glory and to spread the good news, like I said. So it's just, I don't know, that just really resonated in my spirit, because sometimes you feel like, that's why it's testimonies. Like you may be in a situation right now where you feel like, oh, I'm too far gone. Like I done did this, I done did that. Like, God, ain't no way. Look, He's using you now. You don't even realize it. He's using you. So if He's using you in this, in your messed up situation, just imagine you being in a situation and you're in alignment with Him and you can actually work with Him. Just imagine. You see what I'm saying? So you can never be too far gone. Never. Unless you're dead. And even then, I don't know beyond that point. But if you're still living and you're on this earth, you still have a chance. I don't care what you have done. You can be saved regardless. Like God said, Jesus said in the New Testament, you have 100 sheep. One goes astray. Won't you go get that one sheep? You're going to go, regardless, you're going to go chasing that one sheep. You got 10 children. One of them goes astray, on drugs or whatever the case is. Your heart, you're going to be worried about that child. You're not going to love that child unless you're not going to say, well, he gone astray. I don't love him no more. I don't care. If he been out in the street 30 years, and on that 31st year, and you still living, and your son come back, it'll be like he never left. Because that's how love works. You know what I'm saying? It's unconditional. It's patience. So I don't care what you've done. You can never be too far gone for Him. And regardless, if you're willingly, unwillingly, he's going to get his glory. So don't worry about him. Don't worry about, well, I'm just, oh God, I'm just doing God wrong and he just gonna hate me. Don't worry about him, because he gonna get his glory. He just wants you to do better. He wants you to live a better quality life. He wants you to be in alignment. He wants you to live out your purpose, so you can feel what true happiness is, you know, and being fulfilled is being able to gain what he set out for you to gain. You see what I'm saying? So you can't go wrong. You still have time. If you watching this video, you got time. And that's all I had to say, y'all. And I hope y'all have a great night. Peace.